It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Commanders and the Packers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the...
On play action, Love to throw. And his first look is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Again, it's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 139 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
To throw on second down, Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down in the yard. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Robinson toss play left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's brought down.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way. And he kept calling the plays that were working over and over. And they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Daniels. Jones has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing. Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Throw out wide is incomplete. Romeo Doubs is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a 1st down. Now Love. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Off the play fake, Love. That is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense back out there. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. A short one here, caught by McBride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he gets it down to the 32. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Love to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Love. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Byron Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Daniels. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That one complete out to Dotson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. He'll get this to Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken the lead.
A know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Love, they go play action now. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw again.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Daniels. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he is caught. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point try now from Dicker. It's good to make it 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives. There he goes, left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Play action this time with Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 10 yards out, and the Packers have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Washington offense going back to work. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Daniels. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown, Washington. Trey McBride, 35 yards. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Washington offense set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Daniels. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, Love rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Love. Oh, he
had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Hardman on the return.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Daniels.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Robinson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Daniels.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Love looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The throw over the middle taken in. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Their mobile, agile quarterback with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Nixon taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Robinson up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 111 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And the Washington offense heading out. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
Throwing. Love. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jermaine Johnson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
On the give, here's Robinson.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Right back to him on 1st down.
He'll take this to the 46.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Robinson on a give right side.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
We'll run it now with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Luke Musgrave
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just 1 play resulting in the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
On the run, it's Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Ready, ready. Smith, red.
On play action. Love to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to India.